It's hard not to be angry with God right now. I know he doesn't cause bad things to happen, but he could stop them, and he just hasn't. So I've been struggling. And I was thinking about a passage I read in Habakkuk. I had to say it wrong. And it led me to do some studying about the verses in context because, just take them out, And this is what I found. The book was written in 607 BC. The southern kingdom of Judah is under the reign of King Manasseh, which we all know he was the evilest king in Old Testament history, and this is pre-exile. So this is written while wickedness was abounding and destruction fast approaching. And the prophet approaches God with the difficult question of why evil seems to win. Why does God allow bad things to happen? In chapter 1, he says, "How long, Lord, must I call for help, but you do not listen? Violence is everywhere, I cry, but you do not come to save. Must I forever see these evil deeds? Why must I watch all this misery?" And God answers him in verse 5. He says, "I am doing something in your own day, something you wouldn't believe even if someone told you about it." God says, "You accuse me of being silent, but I am working on your behalf." In the last part of chapter 2, verse 3, God says, "If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed." God says the answer isn't going to come right away. But Habakkuk doesn't need to be worrying about what's happening in this in-between time of waiting, even though everything is going wrong all around him. So Habakkuk can trust God and face the problem in faith, or he can turn away and trust himself to come up with a solution. But we know that when we try to fix our problems ourselves, the solution either doesn't work, isn't permanent, or just complicates things. So Habakkuk leaves the problem with God. He trusts God and he leaves it in his hands. This little 3-chapter book begins with, "God, why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you working on our behalf?" And it ends with a prayer of praise, despite the problem still being there. Oh, how I wish I had that kind of faith. The faith to say that, God, even though I can't see you moving, even though my problems might in fact seem to be getting worse, not only am I going to leave it in your hands, I'm going to praise you. And I praise you, trusting your wisdom and your power for the answer I can't see, the answer that may or may not be exactly what I'm asking for. But Habakkuk does just that. And his prayer ends this way. "I will wait quietly for the day when disaster will strike the people who invade us. Even though the fig trees have no blossoms and there are no grapes in the vines, even though the olive crop fails and the fields lie empty and barren, even though the flocks die in the fields and the cattle barns are empty, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in the God of my salvation. The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes me sure-footed as a deer, able to tread upon the heights." And God does bring relief to the Jewish people. In 536 BC, about 71 years after this book is written, Judah is released from exile. We don't know when Habakkuk was born or when he died, scholars have no idea. We don't even know if he was alive to see God bring about this answer, what he said he would do. But he praised God for the answer, even when there appeared to be none. He believed and he praised. And that is how you pray when you can't see God moving. That is what I'm trying to learn to do, and it's terrifying. The people of Judah had to be taken into exile in order to bring about the answer Habakkuk was seeking. And it is really hard to praise God right now. And I don't know how he's going to help, or what else we'll have to go through before he brings an end to this. It's hard to praise, and I don't know how things are going to work out. But God help me, I'm trying. There's quite a few names on our list today, and I don't know where in their journeys they are. Maybe some of the folks on the list or their loved ones are like me, frustrated, a little angry, and a lot concerned. But we need to keep on praying and praising and believing. Because as my dad tells me, and as his dad told him, God is in control. God's still on his throne. So let's pray.